Monique Blackman and her 3 children, aged 11, 12 and 15, live in a single room with 4 bunks at the intake center of Solutions for Change in Vista. They're one of 24 families in this shelter.
I had to come in, do an interview. I thought that was the strangest thing. For a shelter, you had to do an interview, and there was a waiting list for a shelter. I thought, is this popular? What is going on here?
What's going on is an ambitious plan to get families out of homelessness in 1,000 days. First, they spend a few weeks or months in this shelter, then move into transitional housing in a campus-like setting where they take classes and look for work. And finally, they move into affordable housing for the last 500 days of the program. More than 9,000 people are homeless in San Diego County. That's according to the latest count from the Regional Task Force on the Homeless. That's 20% more than 3 years ago. Here at the North County Solutions for Change, 32 families live in these units on the Solutions University campus. Christian Kohlas and Robert Magracia have been living here on campus for several months in a small 2-room apartment with a shared kitchen. They ended up homeless with their 3 children after Magracia was fired from his job because he was involved in drugs and gangs. He followed Kohlas to Solutions for Change rather than lose his family.
So when I came here, at first I didn't like it, but then I got used to it after taking a couple of classes, getting to know myself better, and I started changing from there.
The classes start when residents first arrive in the shelter.
And it's like past, present, and future to show where we've been, what brought us here, where we are now, and where we want to go in our future.
With the milk mustache.
The residents learn skills like goal setting, job search, and anger management. Everyone meets regularly with case managers, and many of the residents also have to attend AA to break addictive habits. What motivates many of the residents to stay in this highly structured lifestyle is a desire to give their children a better life.
What's wrong, Mama?
The kids here are a central focus. Seeing families with children on the streets was what motivated Chris Megison to found Solutions for Change more than a decade ago. And he wanted to get families off public aid.
And a lot of them were on CalWorks, they were getting food stamps, they were really dependent on these kind of programs. Well, they're off that now, and we've been able to demonstrate a $28 million in cost savings as a result of taking 600 families off of all these programs.
Megison says a third of his funding still comes from local, state, and federal government, a third from private donations, and a third from what the families themselves earn and contribute.
In order for a single mom who is making maybe $12 an hour here, she cannot really pay for very long $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 a month. Now she's working full time, she's getting up, suiting up, and showing up, and doing everything she needs to do. So what we've figured out was we have to go after this affordable housing.
Part of what makes this program different is that Solutions is buying affordable housing and moving families in while they're still part of the program. Solutions for Change is not part of North County's network of homeless shelters, but other local leaders say the program is a model that works for families who need a lot of structure.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to build this longer-term continuum of care for the clients that enter through their shelter network all the way through permanent housing, and so good strategy.
For Monique Blackman, the journey out of homelessness is just beginning, but she's full of hope.
I have found such peace here. I would not have told anyone that you're going to find peace in a shelter.